everybody, this is Syon Gray, and this is my Ascended Royal build for Siralim Ultimate. So, when you ascend Royal, you get Highborn perk. I have not maxed everything, so I only get 3 additional anointments. But these are all my anointments. This video is not really for you to like copy my build, because it's basically the Omni build of all builds. In my eyes, kinda. I mean, there's other ways to go with it, but this is just to show this build off, basically. So, we have Meraxis, a Dryad Vindicator, a Necro Grimoire, a Manticore Decimator, a Bard Travateur, and a Magnificus Sanctus. So really nothing too special in terms of the creatures. These are their traits. Synthesis is really key. Midor is just on a Nemesis gem. All the 4th and 5th traits are Nemesis gem stuff, so Absolution Despair is just a sick combo, and then Katarina's Return is really useful. Then she's got Subversion just as a bonus. This guy's Book of the Dead to summon the minions we need. Unmending just because it's a pretty good skill. Lord of Undeath for long battles. And Heart vs. Mind's just a bonus ability from a Nemesis Stone. Beast Within is really key. It buffs your attack like nuts, crazy. Quick Shot, just a good. He's our physical attacker, and then he also has Blade Dancing. Hymn of Panic. This is actually just better than just going first. Honestly, that skill's great. Use it. It's from the start of the game. You get it, so just use it. Internal Struggle, Vex Invocation, pretty good. I mean, 50% more stat gains, you can't really argue with that. These 2 abilities, Shadow Aegis, which is actually really good, and then Madness and Other Ideals are just his Nemesis gem traits. And then for this character, we have Conservation of Energy, Darkness Surrounding, which I'm actually just testing this out right now, but we will see. And then she has Myrtle's Perseverance, so and then Seeing Red, which is actually a great bonus ability to have. But if you have Conservation of Energy and then Myrtle's Perseverance on the same character, pretty much all your characters are going to stay alive. In terms of relics, not a whole lot. We have like a level 50 Ripple Vein on this dude, level 50 Bramble Skin on our caster, level 61 Bloodseeker on just anybody in the party, and then these dual pistols are just basically nothing. Spell gems, we have just a bunch of stuff that does damage based off your HP, or like shock, Godly Gen, stuff like that. Acid Rain, I'm a big fan of actually. And everybody's got Archangel's Blessing. Okay, so we're gonna take on a false god, the Ancestor. So, you gotta roll a couple. Let's see. We don't want. Well, that's actually not that bad, but. Less stat gain, Resurrect on Death, no. Heal every turn, no. Resurrect damage, no. It gets harder to find a acceptable, like that has heal on turn, heal every turn, no. We can give him more defense, have less intelligence, yeah, that's all fine. Okay. We'll find him in a random realm. And let's see. At the very beginning, our guy gives everybody else minions and then kills himself. So Wasn't quite working out how I thought it would there, but you didn't get revived. I have it on just not turbo or ultra so I can see how this party setup's working. Okay guys, that's enough, they're dead. So we're gonna go with, even though I really don't like this, 20% to avoid damage because it's high bonus. Ooh, shiny cave. And hopefully this guy will summon minions and then die and be revived, killing all the enemies, but doesn't seem to be happening. Okay. If you ever have it on slow, just to see what stuff does, you can mash B, and it works like you have it on turbo. I know you could just put it on turbo mode and hold B, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna give him, he's gonna lose 30% less stats. It's not terrible. It's a new unique monster. They don't call him that, but let's check him out. Descendants. Your creatures deal. Wait. After an enemy attacks this creature. Oh, so it's just the same as a siren? Wait. Or death sentence maybe. This creature deals 100% return damage to creature with feared. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, it must be the feared one. Okay. I thought there was already a creature who did that. Oh. Let's check him out in the bestiary. Yeah, this creature does. Not best in the world. And revive him. If he gets revived, he might kill all the enemies. But maybe not. Maybe our ultimate Kia will just kill all the enemies by herself. And we're gonna go ahead and... You don't want to give him more defense. It can be a pain. Usually giving him more attack or intelligence is fine if you're running the Despair Absolution combo. Giving him immunity to one type of damage, either spell or attack, seems to usually be alright. Or indirect, if you don't use indirect damage, you can just have him be immune to that. Yeah, I didn't even read that. But the basic rhythm behind it is you go and you kill all the enemies on the map. And each of them spawn that little thing that says what happens to the false god. And then the false god himself is a 6-piece boss, which is actually pretty cool. You know, we're not ever going to really deal him more than 10% of his health at once, so that's a good buff. That's a good bet to take right there. He has massive HP, and even though it seems like my HP is pretty massive, they compensate for it. And yeah, if you're getting into, you get to the billions and the trillions, then it says question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, question mark, or something. That's when you've basically overflowed the game. Okay, we'll have them reflect status effects. You should always have a shared major dispel gem on one of your dudes. If you do, then status effects aren't really an issue, as I've shown right there. Alright, well, we are going to go ahead, and I didn't do something kind of important. I need acid rain on them. This triggers the Despair Absolution combo, and does a lot of damage, so alright, nice. What I didn't do was put shared on my Summoned Horde and Supplicant Sacrifice spell gems. Okay, so we have to find the one enemy left on the map. Come here, little enemy. Okay, where's this bastard? It's not it, but I have to fight this. Okay. With Katarina's sacrifice, or Katarina's something, and this much HP, you pretty much heal out all their damage instantly, so that's kind of nice. You can see damaging with his war buff there, but if you mix it with Generous, you can gain max HP by getting barraged by attacks, but Miraxis is just a lot better overall, if not very fancy. I don't even know, I guess that's my artifact that's dealing 3 million damage apiece to them. Okay, nice. Okay, a portal appears, then the portal appears as this hand thing. Go in here, and here's the boss. Alright, so he started with some debuffs. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself and somehow die. Okay, and good, it's our turn. We're going to start out with Greater Dispel. And then we're going to cast Summoned Horde. Then we're going to do Requiem. You cannot make an anointment for the Purgatorian skill that makes your monster's skills work still if they're dead, so you have to keep everybody alive. Um, it's easier to do than it might sound when you're sacrificing enemies to gain, but you can still keep everybody alive. And right now we're just chipping away at his HP with some auto attacks after our casts. If you set up a one character with it's a certain type of Asura that does, he attacks every time your other characters do crit damage. With the Hell Knight abilities, your characters always do crit damage. So as many times as your one character is going to attack, your other character is going to attack too. And setting that up for battles like this would actually be quite useful. Or could be. I just out damaged him through pure numbers, basically. That is a boss. Let's see what attunements it gives me here. Okay, so let's see, did I get the one I wanted? That's not bad. Oh my god, that's amazing. Why did I not know about that one? Oh wow, or I could do that too. Shining Force, Divine Strength. Yes, yes. Okay. I'm not going to show you guys what I decide, but good.